The program is named after 1 day, 1 hour, and 1 topic, right? So for this is a 18 mission, 18 days mission. Altogether, we have 18 days before school reopen, and it will stop until I think Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. A few days before school reopen. Okay, later you shall see. So it's 1 day, 1 hour, 1 topic, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. That also after your dinner, your prayers. Then as you relax, then you sit down and listen to my instinct calls. All right. So then this is the session. Please snap this one. The question that we are going to discuss. The session, the first page that I'm showing you, I have a nice session with the dates on the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st January, and then that will be the next year already. Okay, soon. First, second, third is Sunday. So that's why I don't have class on the third Sunday. And then come back to fourth, fifth, sixth. And then for example, today is the first lot. Okay, today is the first lot. I take my pointer first. Okay, my laser. Okay, first lot. And it's on, today is 28th of December and it's function. I'm going into function. And the question that I'm going to discuss is of paper 1, 18 and 19, the number. We don't, Putrajaya, they don't have function for paper 2. They don't have the question for function in paper 2. Okay, then for another example I give you, tomorrow will be the next slot. Next session, 29th of December, persamaan quadratic, and paper 1, question 14. Okay, question 14, and then you may ask teacher, 1 hour, one question, are you going to take 1 hour or after discussing this one, then there are lots of things that I'm going to put in later here lah, about HOTS question, its form, whatever instinct that I have in my mind that I want to share with you. And then followed by function, quadratic function, right? And then persamaan serentak, simultaneous equation, index and log, coordinate geometry, okay, or geometry coordinate, okay, statistic, sukatan membulat, jang-jang, okay, progression. And then for the seconds, for the following, the 10th session will be 7th of January, linear law. For this one, then you will see linear law, paper 1, it is number 15. And then paper 2, number 8. So please get ready all this answer before I discuss with you, right? And then for on the 8th of January, there will be the 11th slot. Okay, then you will be differentiation. This is HOTS question. Anyone of you have tried this paper? Have you done this paper? How do you find this question 10? Right, it's simple, but it needs a lot of thinking skill. Right, and then this is pengamiran, okay, integration, question 11 and 12, and paper 2, question 6, and vector, followed by vector. Oh, sorry, I place the differentiation and the integration together because they after another. Then followed by vector, trigonometric function, okay, permutation and combination, okay, keberangkalian, this is probability. Okay, and then taburan keberangkalian, this is probability distribution. And on the 16th, I think 16th is on 8, 10, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or on the 16th January, it depends. Okay, I might cancel the class. Okay, towards the end, then only we decide whether we want to and choose one item from part C. I believe that all of you have chosen what question to answer for part C, and these are all the questions for paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, do you understand? Have you screenshot the timetable so that you get prepared the question? Yes or no? Yes, teacher. Okay, Saranya, thank you for responding. How about the rest? Okay, this, okay, I play you back the video, the slide. This is the first 9 slot. Okay, just snap so that you have the question number. Then you shall know of a particular day what question I'm going to discuss. Okay, and then this is session 10 to 18 to 17. I'll say to 17. These are all the questions from paper 1 and paper 2, Putrajaya. Then you may ask me, teacher, why you choose Putrajaya? Because that is the latest that I found in Tally from teacher's post. Okay, today we are going into function. Are you ready, guys? Please respond to me. Please have your
Yes,
paper
teacher.
with you. Okay, please have your paper with you. Have your notebook with you because I'm going to tell you a few things. It's not by only answering the question. Okay, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Okay, let me see whether I can on my camera on this side. At least you can see me. Okay, now can you see my Cai Sen Ye? This one. My Cai Sen Ye is there. Chinese New Year is around the corner. Oh yeah, wait. I want to show you something. Wait, to encourage you a bit. I want to show you something here. Yeah, my fan is blowing. See, show you something here. You see this one? You see these two little cute guys? You see this? Can you see this one? So this is how I enjoy my day. Right? So you also the same thing. While waiting for your SPM, then you should know what to do. Because locking yourself at home is not easy, that you cannot go out. Okay, so today this is function. Are you ready with all the stuff? I go and take my stuff. It's for you to get ready all your stuff. Okay, now let's continue. If you are ready, let's continue. Now it's already 9:12. Let's see how many I have here. I have 22 of you, and there are some students from my high school, my junior, from my high school, from my kampung. Right? Okay, let's continue with this question because later I got lots of things that I want to discuss with you. So sila isi kehadiran anda. Follow the link. Okay, then we go on to this. This is a very simple question. Let's do this one. Okay, it says that given that the function, given the function fx is equals to 5 minus 2x and gx is this. So you highlight. In exam, because it is of 3 marks. Remember, 1 mark, we are allowed to spend 1.5 minutes, as I told you. Okay, 4 marks here means that you cannot exit 4 minutes. Okay, you cannot exit 4 minutes, meaning that this question should be easy for you to score. And please make sure that you don't do silly mistake. Okay, given that this is the function given to you and gx is given to you. Very simple. This question is very simple. Okay, but you need to understand, memahami soalannya. Dia kata nilai x, the value of x when fx maps onto itself. Nilai x apabila fx map memeta pada diri sendiri. Maksud dia, this is the object. Dia peta pada diri dia sendiri. Means that the object and the image are the same. Okay, meaning that this is the object. This is the function given to me, minus 2x. And then the turnout is x. If I were to represent it with my diagram, so it will be object here. Okay, then it turn out, so this is my fx. Fx equals to 5 minus 2x, and this is the diagram. Do you get me? Okay, this is someone lean, right? So this is the question. Okay. Now, when this is, what do? You just solve this. Okay, you just solve this question. It's very simple. So when you solve this, please remember you're in exam. You might be a bit nervous. So operate this one carefully. So you get 3x equals to 5. And remember, for this, the subject should be always on the left. So it's 5/3. So this will be your answer. So very simple. Then you get yourself the marks already here. You get a mark. Either the working got marks or not, it depends. Whatever we want to make sure that we get the answer correct. Okay, then we go to B. Okay, let's go on to B. Then it says that the value of x, the question is saying the value of x, if g fx is equal to this, they are equal. So how do you do? This is the information given. So it will be g f x, okay, equals to half gx. So what do you do now? Gfx, you ask yourself, is fx given to you? If you are using, you are solving the question of function, you ask yourself, is this given to you? Is this given to you? Then you say yes. If it is given to you, then what do? You sub. You sub the function with the one given. So it will be 5 minus 2x, okay, equals to half. Then you ask yourself again, is gx given to you? Refer to the information. Yes, gx is given. So 3x, you sub. Okay, I use color to represent so they can see very clear. This is very simple, right? Very simple question. So then you want to proceed. You ask again yourself, is the function of g given to you? Okay, if the function of g is given to you, this will be your object. This will be your object, that it is here that you are going to sub into here. So this one will turn into 3. Okay, then will be 5 minus 2x, because this is your x, equals to 3x/2. Okay, and you want to solve this question very fast. Okay, this is 3 and this is 3. You can cancel off. If you cannot, then what do? You divide it by 3. You divide it by 3 on the both side. So then this is cancel off. Okay, this is the shortcut. Then you cross multiply. Okay, you cross multiply. You will get it as 10 minus 4x equals to x. Finally, you'll get 5x equals to 10. And then you get your x equals to 2. Done. Okay. So when you solve this without you talking, it should be less than 3 minutes that you solve. So now you already get your 3 marks. 3 marks already enter your pocket. Okay. It's just to wait for your result to get A only. Okay. Now next. Is there any problem that you want to ask? You may send in the question if you have anything that you want to ask. Okay, let me see. I want to see. Okay. You can send in the question into chat box. Then I have to go there and read. All right. So then we go on to the next question. So diagram 4 below shows the composite function. So the question says composite function. Composite function of HF. So this is given to you. And remember, for composite function, it's actually like our transformation, okay? Our combined transformation. So for HF, okay, the object that we can fit into the HF is here. So it's behind F, is here. Therefore, indirectly, you know that in order to, for the composite HF, means that the first function that it runs should be fx, meaning that this is your f, right? Then only follow by h. So dia terbalik. So then you may put that, oh, you make a note there for the composite function. The way of reading the composite function is exactly like the way you read the combined transformation. Then you will not confuse. So killing two birds with one stone, right? So then the question very simple. It says state, nyatakan the function that maps x to u. Okay, from x to u. The question say x to u. What is the function? Simple. Is your fx. Is your function. It's the function f. Right? It's the function f. And then b. So here 4 marks. For A, B, C. Then you should know that each one is 1 mark. And there is one question with 2 marks. And if you ask me which question is with 2 marks, I won't tell you, because to me, for this question, if I set the question, I'll give 1 mark each. Right? I won't give you 3 marks. Meaning that this type of question is helping you to score. Okay, HF. Then you see here, HF. It follow. It follow means that go all the way out. Okay, from the first H until F for X. So the X here until the last, what's the answer? So it's your W, right? It's your W. So fine, you get the answer again, right? Maybe of this question, if let's say 2 marks working, you might need this Fx, HFX equals to H, you go to U first. Then only you get your W. So this one might be 1 mark here, extra 1 mark. And this is 1 mark. And just now this one 1 mark. So the final mark will be at C. Okay, now for C, inverse W, inverse, the inverse function of H, inverse function of H means the balik lah, from here that you go back. This is direct function. Look, for our function, the arrow is very important. Refer to the arrow. So inverse going back. So W, the W will become the image already for this function. So going back. Then your answer will be U. So 1 mark. So if you see 4 marks, means that they demand working. Which part that has working to me is this. Right. Then you may ask me, teacher, if I don't show this one, because from the diagram it's very simple. Can I just write the answer? For me, it shouldn't be a problem. Tanya Cikgu Yus, boleh tak Cikgu Yus? Cikgu Yus ada tak kat situ? Ya, Cikgu Yus mengetahui penandaan paper 1 lebih detail. Alright. Do you have any question to ask? Boleh.
Sorry.
W terus dapat 2 markah.
Nak menanda paper 1 ni tak ada masalah. Dia terus jawapan.
Guys, listen carefully. Puan Yus is giving some advice to you on this working. Okay, 2 soalan telah dibincang. Apakah nasihat Puan Yus kepada Cikgu Yus kepada anak murid?
So untuk sebabkan ini paper 1, dia lebih fokus kepada jawapan akhir. Tapi apa pun macam soalan yang function sekarang ni, betul lah, macam tu je lah cara penandaan dia.
Okay guys.
Direct
jawapan. But please make sure that
direct
is neat. Okay, mesti pastikan tulisan anda kemas And sekali lagi I ulang. Okay, because penandaan untuk paper anda kali ini jatuh pada waktu persekolahan. It's not cuti sekolah. Please make sure that your handwriting is neat for teachers to read because they are teachers, they need to go back to school and teach early in the morning and then come back in the petang baru dia tanda paper anda. Dia sudah penat. Okay, don't torture your teacher, nanti dia overlook your answer. Then kalau tidak, then when your result keluar, you tak puas hati dengan result of one paper, you kena bayar RM50 untuk semakan semula. Okay, now, okay, yang tadi itu wet water, no? Itu saya tak main. Now I nak main dengan soalan yang saya nak masuk. Right? Okay, so let's go into this. Okay, ini yang saya nak bincangkan. If you ask me, teacher, what kind of hot question you will form, okay, in exam, I tell you, these are the questions that I'm going to form for my hot question. Right? Bukan lagi penyelesaian. Okay, let's look into this question, all of you. Antara yang hubungan, see, this is a relation. Okay, this is a relation. Antara hubungan berikut, out of all these 4 ABCD relation, yang manakah bukan fungsi? Asking you, yang manakah bukan fungsi? So remember, our function, we start with relation. Relation, we have 4 types. Out of 4 types, there are 2 types that is considered as function, 2 types. Okay? Then from 2 types, it's only 1 type that we have inverse. This is how I put my note lah, so that you boleh faham. Right? So now, of this, ini dia tanya di bahagian ini. This gambar aja tanya bahagian ini. Okay, who can give me the answer? You check on the diagram given. A, B, C, D. Yang manakah
D.
bukan fungsi? Yes?
D.
D. Kenapa D? A, B, C, D. Yang keempat, D. Okay, your answer is D. Okay, ada seorang pilih D. Lagi?
A.
A. Bukan fungsi, no. Bukan fungsi. Ada yang pilih A. B dan C tak ada pilih, dan saya pun pilih lah. Okay, how about others? B. Dah masuk B. Lagi? Tak ada. Okay, let's check the answer. Yang manakah bukan fungsi? Okay, so out of the 4 relation, okay, out of 4 relation, saya padamkan yang ini dulu. I padamkan yang ini. I don't want to talk about this one first, this one later. Yang ini akan saya cerita kemudian. Out of the 4 relation, which is, ambil nota. Okay, which is 1 to 1. Okay, and 1 to many. Okay, and then many to 1 and many to many. Secara hafalan that you already memorize. Okay, which one yang consider as function from these 4 types relation? Anyone can respond to me? These are the 4 types of relation. Hubungan, 4 jenis hubungan. These are the 4 jenis hubungan. Okay, yang mana satukah merupakan fungsi? A. Apa? I was asking.
1 to 1, teacher.
Huh?
1 to 1.
1 to 1. Okay, good. Lagi? Many to 1. Okay, good. These are the 2. These are the 2 that out of the 4 relation, these 2 are considered as function. So then, beside that you memorize, you should be able to see from the either the arrow diagram or the graph or the order pair. There are 3 types, the representation. Okay, not only by memorizing. So the first question in front of you, it was arrow diagram. Okay, so then asking you, you have to check, oh, this is 1 to 1. Look into A, it is 1 to 1. So this is a function. Do you agree? 1 to 3, 2 to 5, 3 to 8 is 1 to 1. Okay, how about B? B is 2 from your left, 2, the element in X, 2, that it go to Y, you have 2 elements. 2 goes to -2 and 2 goes to 1. So meaning that this is 1 to many. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes. So if one, if for B, if for this case, for the first pair that you indicate is 1 to many, is 1 to many a function from relation? Is 1 to
No.
many a function? Check the one that we mentioned just now. Function is only these two. Is 1 to many a function? My question?
No.
No. So
No.
this is out. So who just now say that B is out? Okay, sorry. Bukan fungsi. Okay. Sorry, just now that you say B, right? Okay, this is not fungsi. Right. So this is not fungsi. Okay. Now, then we go to C. 2 to 10. Right? And then 2 to 10 means that it's 1 to 1. 2 to 10. The element in X is 2. The element in Y is 10. So 1 to 1. So for the first pair, this is 1 to 1. And then 4 to 12 and 5 to 12. This one got many. 2 means consider many, and more than 1 means consider many to 1. So is many to 1 a function? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So this is a function. Right. So then after that, we go to D. 5 to 2 is 1 to 1. 7 to 4 is 1 to 1. 8 to 2. Okay, then you see 2, you have 2 elements on the left that going to 2 on the right. So it's many to 1. So 7 to 4 is 1 to 1. Nah? Okay, so is D a function?
Yes.
Yes, so D is a function. So then what is your answer? Yang manakah bukan fungsi? Yang manakah bukan fungsi? Which one is not a function? What is your answer? Which one is not a function? Read the
B.
question. B will be your answer. B will be your answer because it is not a function. Okay, now that's how you see your answer. Okay, D is a function, A is a function due to what we have understood this. Please don't take down note. I already start my hot question in this. Right? So I did say that the one that I gave you is of arrow diagram. Please make sure you check on the graph and the order pair. If question given to you as in maybe for A, they give you in order pair, okay, or they give you in graph. If you're not familiar to from seeing that the function from that kind of representation, you transform into arrow diagram, right? This is my advice. You have to work for your marks. Okay, then one part it says that nyatakan sebab anda. You have to give a reason. For this kind of question, I'll say I'll give 1 mark. 1 mark with the one that you mentioned B with the reason. Then only I'll give you 1 mark. So what is your reason? Can you tell me what's the reason that you say B is not a function? What is your reason? Anyone? One object has 2 image. Okay, means that it's one to many. Okay, it's 1 to many. Okay, Su Ying Sing, very good. Okay, thank you for responding. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Are you ready with this? If you're confused, fine, it's okay. If you're confused, congratulations. It shows that there are parts that you still need to understand. You need to do more revision. Okay, then we continue to the B is the answer. See the answer turns out. Okay, now this is another one. Identify which of the following relation are function. These are also four relation. The same question. Okay, function. Which identify which of the following. Kena pasti yang mana berikut. Hubungan berikut adalah fungsi. Okay, berikan sebab anda. Okay, I give you 1 minute for you to think of, then you give me the answer. You may type me your answer as you have the answer. Check A, B, C, D and give me your answer. I'm still waiting. Okay, Saranya say A, B, D. Okay, Saranya's answer has turned in. Let me jot down your answer first. A, B, D, A, B, D. It's okay. I'm here not to penalize your right or your wrong. Okay, we are here to share our answer. Okay, our working. Okay, I have another candidate say that A, B, D are function. Ravisha say, and then wait, I need to go back and see the chat. Sue say that A and D. I have another set of answer is A and D. A and D. A and D. Okay, this is another set of answer. This is one set of answer. Oh, sorry. Again, so sensitive. A, B, D. A, B, D are function. Okay. So let's check. How about the rest? Guys, to me, these are hot question. Easy, but in exam, you might get, don't know whether which one is correct. Don't know how to choose answer. Okay. Identify which of the following relations are function. So remember our relation, I repeat that our relation, we have four. Our relation, I repeat, we have four. It is one to one. Okay, one to many. Okay, many to one and many to many. It's only one to one and many to one. These two are considered as function. Right? These two are considered as function. Please take note. The one to one. Okay, you want to have this one to one and many to one. Okay, many to one is a function. Right? Do you know why many to one is a function? Anyone can explain to me? Anyone can explain to me why many to one is a function? Can you give me an example? We are here to, our mission is to discuss hot question, right? Can you please explain to me why many to one is a function? Why one to one and many to one are function? Because one object has only one image. As Leon, because you say that one object, then how about many object that has one has one object as one image? Sorry. How about many to one that you are going to explain? Okay, check back your sentence just now. You say because one object has only one image. But when I'm talking about many to one, it's not one object. It's many object. Okay. Who can give me the correct reason? Anyone? Because one object still waiting for you. Come on. The keyword is here. The keyword is here. The keyword is here. The keyword is here. 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 Okay. The keyword is here. No matter how many object that it has. Okay. But the turnout should be one image. The only one image. Only and one only image. Okay. Okay. The only one image. So take note and on that one, because if let's say question turns out they want you to make sure they want you to use the correct way to explain. Okay. Okay, now let's continue with our work. Remember, so for function, for relation that you want to identify function is this. Okay, the object must have only one image, cannot have two. Can you please give me example? Okay, for if let's say I would like to give you example, I will say that for function, what is function? Function is just like our area. Okay, area for a square. Let's say I say area has, yes. Okay, area has a area for a square. Let's say is x squared. Okay, when I give you a square of the length 3 cm, the area that you get is 9, isn't it? You will not get other answer than 9 for the area. So this is what it meant. Function. Then why it is function is actually our formula. Formula for the area, for the perimeter, for the volume. Then why it is named after function? Because some function, it has no name for it. Okay, it's just a function. It's just a function. So that's why they use function instead of formula. Okay, remember function is actually partially a part of the formula. No, I will say formula is part of the function. Formula is part of the function. Function is big. Formula is only one part, because there are some other part that have no name. That's why we call it as function. Okay, I do hope that you understand this. Let's continue with this. I'm going to explain to you this. Later, I got another 2 things that I want to share with you. Okay. Which of the followings are function? Okay, so let's continue with our discussion here. Function, this is many to one. Many to one. So is many to one. Look into this. Many to one, many to one. This is a function. Right? Now, how about B? Oh, I have one element here where it is the element on the right. By right, it should be domain. But this object is not mapped. It's not mapped. So how do I consider this? Okay, this one KIV first. Then let's come to C. This is one. One to many. Carbon and oxygen. Carbon dioxide consists of carbon and oxygen. So this is one to many. Automatic, this is not a function because it's one to many. And D is 2 to 10, 3 to 15, 4 to 20 is 1 to 1. Yes. Now, you have to come back and think of this. What do you think? B. Is B a function? Now, take note on this. Is B a function? Can you please respond to me? Is B a function? Someone is talking, is it? I can't hear you. Is it
No,
my
teacher.
Why not? Why B is not a function?
Because each object doesn't have each image.
Yes, because there is one object here that does not have image. 49 has not don't have 49 doesn't have image. So this is not a function. Okay, because for a function, every single domain must be mapped. Okay, take the word. Okay, untuk fungsi setiap domain mesti dipetakan. Okay, setiap domain mesti dipetakan. Just like this one, they got arrow. They got arrow for this one. Okay, I highlight this one. The one on here, blue color, I take blue color. The one here, setiap 3, 5, 8, 10, carbon dioxide, water, and this is 2, 3, 4. But here, I have 9, I have 25, but I don't have 9. At 1249 is not mapped. So this is not function. Therefore, with the answer A and B is correct. So the answer is B and C pula. Or these are which of the following I terbalik the question. Which of the following I terbalik the question B and C. So A and D are function. Okay, A and D are function. This answer is not function. Terbalik. I jawab soalan. Okay, Nat? Okay. So let's continue with another part. I want to go into another part. This is another question. Antara graf berikut yang manakah mewakili satu fungsi dengan jenis hubungan 1 kepada 1? Okay, please pay attention here. Okay, of the following graph, which one is representing a function? Keempat-empat A, B, C, D, they are all function. You don't have to worry. Because just now for the two questions here, you do see the word relation. Okay, you do see the word relation. Okay, sorry, highlight. I want to use highlighter. You do see the word relation here. And for the earlier question, also you see the relation here. Okay, so meaning that this is the first part, the relation to the function. But for this question, okay, this yang diberi memang sudah merupakan fungsi. These four graph, they are function. Okay, and out of these four function, they ask you to identify which one is one-to-one. Okay, how are you going to identify? Because function is not given to you. It is not, as I told you, function can be given to you as in arrow diagram, as in graph. Okay, now you see it as in graph. Now for this question, they don't ask you the relation whether it's a function, which one is function. But now they are asking you out of these four function, which one is one-to-one? So how are you going to make sure that by using one method, you get to know the answer? Can anybody tell me? What method that you're going to use to identify whether this, how to observe that the function given to you is one-to-one? Horizontal. Okay, horizontal. Okay, if let's say go for horizontal. Okay, Saranya, please explain a little bit why do you horizontal. Okay, how do you say? Okay, let's say I form my horizontal. Okay, everybody look up here. Okay, horizontal, I use red color. Horizontal. Okay, I see one intersecting point. I have horizontal, I see two intersecting point. I have horizontal, I have two intersecting point. I have horizontal, I have one intersecting point. Okay, how do you choose the answer? Okay, when you're talking about horizontal line test, that I'm giving you the horizontal line. Okay, the red color is horizontal. Horizontal is parallel to x-axis. Okay, horizontal. Garis ujian mengufuk. In Malay, we call it garis ujian mengufuk. Okay, the red color is garis ujian mengufuk, horizontal line test. Now, Saranya, please, can you give me the answer? Which one is your answer? Come on, you can do it. 1-to-1 has inverse function and it will intersect at one point only. Now refer to the question. Okay, antara graf berikut yang manakah mewakili satu fungsi dengan jenis hubungan satu kepada satu? So what is your answer? What is your answer? A and D. Okay, do you agree A and D? Okay. A and D. Okay, now let's check on this. Because it says, you know that 1-to-1, right? 1-to-1. How to check 1-to-1? Okay, let's say for this point, as Saranya said, so I go up from here, X will be your domain. X will be your domain. Okay, X will be your domain. I go up here. Where's my pen? Okay, I go up from here. Okay, I go up from here. Where's my pen? Pen. Okay, I go up from here. 1 point. Okay, I go up from here. Here. I go up from here. This is domain 1. This is domain 2. Then I go up to here. So means that I have x1, x2. Let's say this is y1. Go to y1. All right. So for this case is x1, y1. Okay, this is x to y. Okay, for this case, here, the same thing, x1, x2 to y1. So this is x1, x2 to y1. Okay, how about this? This is here and here. So this is x1 to y1. All right. So which one is 1-to-1? Means that your answer is correct. A and D. Again, A and D. Okay, now for horizontal test is to be used on how to check whether the function is 1-to. Why do you need to have horizontal test to on for this? Okay, why do you need this? Remember just now that I told you our earlier lesson, we have 4 relation. Okay, out of the 4 relation, there are 2 will be identified as function, right? And out of the 2, which is 1-to-1 and many-to-1 as a function, and out of these two, is only one that will be identified as inverse function. So which is the one that has inverse function? Is the 1-to-1. So in order to check on this, what do we use? We use the horizontal line test, meaning that for function D, okay, for the graph D and the graph A, they have inverse. Okay, meaning that you can get the inverse function. B and C cannot, because why can't? Okay, why can't? If let's say exam, they ask you for the reason why can't. For inverse function, you go the other way around. The green color representing inverse. Okay, let's say I use highlighter, the green color, gemuk one. So now you see. So if now for the inverse, y will become the object. X1 and X2 will become the image. One object has many image. Okay, has more than one image. Then it is not a function. Therefore, this is a function, but it has not, the inverse function does not exist. Is that clear? Please respond to me. Yes, teacher. Okay. Please take note. If I have hot question, I will ask question on this. So since just now, Saranya mentioned about horizontal line test, horizontal line test. Now I'd like to go to vertical. Vertical. What is vertical line test? Okay, what is vertical line test? Vertical is the line that parallel with the y-axis. Okay, if you refer to my screen now, you will see that the red line. So intersect at the green, the red color line, my horizontal line, my vertical line. My vertical line is in red color. That intersect with the graph, which is green color at one point. Okay, so take note. Vertical line test is used to observe when relation given to you. Okay, when relation given to you, you want to check whether they are function or not. So you use vertical line test. Just now, still remember that I told you it might be three ways that question given to you. The arrow diagram. The arrow diagram we identified by having the arrow. Right? Just now I guided you. Now, if let's say they give you the graph test. Graph test, if let's say they don't give you the function, they don't give you the domain, you might not be able to draw the arrow diagram. So if you couldn't draw the arrow diagram, you will need the vertical line test to check the relation given to you, which is considered as function. Okay, so that's why I told you just now, A, B, C, D, these four graphs, they are all function. So we can prove it by using the vertical line test here. So you have the vertical line there, and the vertical line intersect the green line at one point. Each vertical line intersect the green line at a point. So this is one point. Okay, wait, I choose the color first. Okay, this is one point. This is the second point. Different vertical line, different point. The third vertical line, third point. So every single line, because of a graph, you have to go from the first to the last point. You have to move your vertical line throughout. Okay, you have to move your vertical line from the left to the right or the right to the left. You must move on to see, is there any possible or any position that you have two intersecting points? If a line, one vertical line that intersect the green color at 2 points, then it is not a function for that relation. But for this, it is a function. Okay, these four relation given to you they are function because every single vertical line intersect the green line at one point. Is that clear? So if I give you hot question, I may prompt this question to you. I will ask you to prove. Okay, well, how do you prove? Is by drawing the line. So if let's say this question asking you to prove whether the one given to you as function or not, then you use horizontal line, you use the wrong method. I won't say that it's wrong, but wrong method. Marks will be given or not, it depends on the schema from Lembaga, right? So remember, vertical line test is to use for the relation given to you. Okay, you want to test whether they are function or not. So that's why we use the vertical line test. For function given to you, you want to test whether it is one-to-one function, or I may say that which function given to you has inverse function, then you use the horizontal test. Okay, I make a note here for you. This horizontal test is used to check on the function one-to-one, or you may use it to check on is inverse function, okay, exists. If inverse function exists. So vertical line, horizontal line test got its mission. Vertical line test has its mission as well, right? So A and D. Just now, Saranya, your answer right, correct? A and D. Okay. So just nice, 1 hour class. All right. So any comment from you about the class on this kind? Or you want to have any question to ask?
No.
Okay, please take note. Just now I was telling you the arrow diagram, and I'm not doing written work with you. Written work you have lots on YouTube, so I'll prompt this kind of question to you, that the HOTS question, right? So you must know when to use horizontal, even though horizontal test. Oh yeah, wait, before you leave, my goodness, I've forgotten about something. Okay, wait, give me a few minutes. I've forgotten about this. Okay, now I have one question for you. Maybe take you a few minutes here. Let's come back to our slide. Okay, here. Okay, I would like you to check on, give me one example. I have only one example for you. May use only one example. Very quick. So y equals to 2x plus 7. Now we are going into inverse. Okay. Okay, look for the inverse for me. What is the inverse function? Very fast. So how do you check your inverse? Your homework, let y become, let x. Okay, let x. Let your y, correct. I pun lupa ni. Y become 2x plus 7. Why do you use let? Because you want to make your x as your subject. So x will be equals to 7 minus y over 2. So therefore, your inverse function of x will be x minus 7 over 2. Am I right? Do you get this? Yes or no?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now, please take note. I'm now bringing you to another slide for you to see what's happening here. So take note of this. Take note of this. Okay, for y equals to 2x plus 7 and the inverse. Okay, let me jot down first my inverse. Later, I lupa pula. Okay, x minus 7 over 2. Okay, I want to bring you to here. Let's cut this one. I bring you to here. Here. Okay, this is my graph, right? So do you see my line? Do you see my screen? Oh, sorry. I don't know whether you can see my screen or not. Do you see my screen of the Desmos?
Nampak
Yes.
sangat, nampak.
Nampak, eh? Okay, because I share screen just now. Okay, now what happened? So I'm going to prompt you my inverse. So you look into, you jangan tengok inilah, I padamkan ini semua because I'm not going to discuss all this. I show you one question only. Okay, this is my direct question, my direct function, right? Y equals to 2x plus 7, right? So the inverse will be y equals to x minus 7 over 2. Do you get this just now, right? So now you check on this. The blue color line and the red color line. Okay? In hot question, they might give you just this. They'll give you the red color line. It might be, normally it will be on Cartesian plane. And you need to come up with your inverse line. Okay, the inverse graph, the inverse function graph. So this is, you form the inverse function, you get, because it's a linear graph, you need two coordinates. So you plot the coordinate, then you sketch the graph. So this is what you get. Now, what is the relation? What is the relation between the red color and the green color? Okay, what is the relation between the green color and the red color? Is actually, wait, I tak ada padam I punya, wait ada padam I punya function just now. Okay, so now this one. What is the relation between the red color and the blue color? It is actually reflected on the line of y equals to x. Do you get me? So that is how you get the inverse. Why it is like that? Okay, for the inverse function, This one, can I write? I cannot write here. Okay. Okay, for I cannot write here, so you have to see my arrow moving. So for this graph, let's say for a coordinate here, I prompt you the coordinate. I want to, okay, here at this coordinate, it is 1, 9. Do you see my coordinate 1, 9 here that I show you? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, you see my 1, 9. So on the red line, when it is reflected, it will be 9, 1. Okay, I move a little bit because I couldn't get it. It's here. 9, 1. Just now was 1, 9. Now 9, 1. Okay, Nat? Still remember just now when we are talking about our image, our object domain, which is 1 to the image as 9. Our object 1 to the image 9, the direct function. So the inverse function will be 9 as the object now go to the image as 1. So this is what happening. Okay, so how does this thing happen? It's actually reflected on the line of y equals to x. Okay, let me show you some other I have prepared here. So this is my, I take away this one. So this is one of my direct function again, y equals to 5x minus 7. So by operating, let y become 5x minus 7. The normal working that you do, you will get this, the purple color line. Okay, what is the relation here? How are they connected? It's actually the green line is reflected on the y equals to x. Right? So for another one that I want to show you, which is more a bit difficult, not linear, but it's a reciprocal graph. Okay, this is a reciprocal graph. Okay, then you will get it as inverse as well. You show your working. So this is your working. Okay, how is this connected? The red color is reflected on this blue color. And this red color is reflected on this blue color on the line of y equals to x. That is why when you are in lower secondary, you learn reflection. Okay, reflection, part of reflection is in here. Okay, do you understand? So today our lesson, we have come up with what is horizontal line, vertical line, how to use these two, and how to draw the graph of inverse in the in your Cartesian plane. So if I have question, I was prompt something like this, that it is not in your reading, but is a knowledge. A very simple question, but if you don't study, but you think of it, you will get the answer as well, right? So that's all our class for today. Okay. So any comment? Do you like the slot of this kind?
Yes.
Because something different, or for other things, you can just Google YouTube. Okay, you can just Google. You choose which is the you like, which teacher's voice. Then you go and follow lah. Huh? For that we don't mind. Reflect. So yes, reflect to the line of y equals to x. Yes, you are right. Very good. So I do hope that today you learn something new. Okay, that I consider it as hot question. Okay, Nat? Okay. So with that, Puan Yus nak cakap apa-apa ke? Cikgu Yus ada lagi kat situ?
Ada, saya ada.
Okay, Cikgu Yus nak cakap
Just nak
apa
cakap,
tak?
tahniah lah pada yang hadir hari ni. Okay.
Yeah.
God bless you guys lah. Okay.
Yes.
Semoga 26 orang ni cemerlang dalam MX.
Yes.
Terima
You know why?
kasih Pak buat kelas.
Because I pun tak expect ramai yang akan hadir. That's why I don't make it longer. It's of 1 hour that I can input as many things that I can yang tentang hot question.
Betul.
Okay.
Make it simple kan. Simple dan semua orang dapat.
Yes. Okay. With that, I thank you. Thank you for your attendance. I love you. So I see you tomorrow. at 9 o'clock. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye semua. Take care.
Yeah, take care.
Thank you Panggan. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Besok you pergi sekolah tak?
Besok pergi.
Besok I pun pergi.
Perasan
Besok-
tak Fah macam tak ada. Fah macam hilang.
Fah tak tahu dia kenapa.
Bye teacher.
Yang
Yes, cakap apa?
Kejap. Ini budak ni apa? Budak kita punya kita punya Google Class hari tu tak ramai pun yang hentak.
Oh ya.
Hari tu tak tahu kenapa. Tapi I pun biarlah, budak pun dia tak nak buat. So I pun buat, that's why I pun buat kelas ini. I nak tengok perangai mereka macam mana. Tengok yang hadir pun tak ramai yang yang hadir. So just biarkanlah. So at least mereka akan beritahu kawan-kawan dia yang kelas slot kita bukan yang penerangan macam biasa. You rasa okey tak yang slot macam tadi?
Okay.
Something new kan? I pun tengah fikir.
Dia tak perlu nak fokus banyak cabang kan, so fokus satu je.
Nak cerita tentang hoki horizontal. I risau nanti dia keluar soalan yang hot semacam itu. Dia bagi
betul.
Lepas tu suruh dia lukis. Dia 1 atau 2 markah, so dia tak boleh buang masa untuk lukis banyak. Kalau dia boleh dapat reflection terus dia lukis, dan cepatlah.
Betul.
2 point. Okay lah, so I see you tomorrow dekat school. Ada kat sekolah.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Bye.